Good day. I'm back again, your host with the most information about nurses on your favorite program, Nurses Forum with Lovers. Today we're going to tackle yet another exciting program. Last time, as I indicated, that we shall look into connections or connective words that we use in OET writing. This is what I've promised you guys. We'll look further into OET connecting words.
You are my patient, I am your nurse. You lean on my shoulders for your support. You are my patient, I am your nurse.
There are a lot of things, there are a lot of folds that we can talk about when it comes to OET, particularly in writing. So today we're going to look into connecting words. They are what we call complex connecting words and simple connecting words. So you need to know when to use them. Connecting words are very important in the sense that they provide your writing with the rich and deeper meaning of what you're saying. It doesn't matter how many connections you're going to use. It does not make any difference whether you've used many connections or a few connections. But what you need to do is to capture the reader, the attention of the reader. Because what is important in OET is to have your grammar flowing. It provides the richness in the grammar that you'll be presenting in your writing. So it is of paramount importance to use connections. However, you need to differentiate between professional connections and academic or informal connections. These cannot link together. Academic connections are the connections that you used to write back in the days at school when you're writing a letter or you're writing a composition or you're writing a piece of any type of writing you could write or you would write back in the days. So you would have different connections, but these connections do not relate to professional connections in the health system. In this case, if you're a nurse or doctor or any medical practitioner, you cannot use the connections that you used to use back in the days at school. So there is a huge difference. So we need to understand, let's go deeper and look into these connections and how we can best make use of them in our letter writing in OET. We have connections that defines time. So they give specifics or a specification to time frame. When you are talking and discussing an aspect that involves time, there are connections that we can use, like the words like subsequently, finally. These are the words that you can make use when you are referring to time. And also there are connecting words that we can also use when we are talking about two ideas or contrasting ideas, like however. It's one of the connecting words. It's a complex connecting word that you can use when you are connecting two ideas or when you are having two contrast ideas. However, despite, okay, you're contradicting or you're contrasting two ideas. However, despite. So these are some of the connecting words that you can use. There are also connecting words that can really bring a sense of effectiveness or cause in your letter writing, like therefore. You're bringing emphasis, therefore, consequently. These are two connecting words that I've just given you as an example. They're complex in nature that can be used to connect between ideas or to emphasize an idea that you are putting across in your letter writing. So you might ask yourself a question, whether you can start a sentence with a connecting word or not. Well, you cannot start a sentence with a simple connecting word. I'll give you an example of a simple connecting word. Is a simple connecting word. And is a simple connecting word. Okay, so you cannot start your sentence with is, with the and. For example, complex connecting words, yes, you can start your sentence if you wish to with a connecting word. However, complex, whenever you're using a complex connecting word, it has to be followed by a comma. For example, subsequently, comma, therefore, comma, however, comma, nevertheless, comma. This is just an example. So whenever you are writing a complex connecting word, you need to put a comma. No need to write a comma after a complex connecting word. Okay. So when you put a connecting word and you remove that connecting word in a sentence and the sentence still makes sense, the connecting word is wrongly used. Whenever you use a connecting word, it has to be valid. Even when you remove the connecting word, the sentence should not make sense, in simpler terms. So a connecting word cannot be replaced by another word that is already existing in the same sentence. So whenever you're using a connecting word, make sure that it is really needed. So if you can remove the connecting word and still the sentence making sense, it's not needed. Like I said in the previous talking, that when you're doing letter writing, please use a pencil and a rubber so that you can make some of the adjustments without necessarily making your work untied. So connecting words clarifies the meaning of your sentence. They provide with density, like I said, and it's of paramount importance. So I'll give you examples of simple connections. Words like and, but, or, later are just examples of simple connecting words, and words that are of complex in nature. However, therefore, subsequently, although, additionally, otherwise, those are examples that you can make use of in complex connection. When you're connecting a word that we call a complex connection, you can use words like however, subsequently, nevertheless, additionally, otherwise, although. These are words that you can use. Now, like I said earlier, that there is a difference between academic and professional. Examples that you can make use of, that you should not use rather in letter writing, that are of academic in nature or informal, are words like furthermore. I had used it, but you should not use furthermore in letter writing. I was just giving an example of connection, but you should not use it actually in letter writing. Words like moreover, besides, meanwhile, apart from, later on, hence, thus, thereafter. These are words that cannot be used in professional language or professional communication. So, in a nutshell, this is what I had for you guys. I will not give more information. We'll continue to unfold and going deeper and deeper into OET letter writing, and we shall give you more. Please like and subscribe our channel for more information. Thank you. Bye bye now.
You are my